So this week in our meditation, we're going to be working with some shamanic techniques. You're going to hear me use a shamanic tool called toning, as well as you will hear me working with certain stones throughout the meditation. And this is really assisting you to energetically, at a vibrational level, it's like breaking up whatever's stuck and encouraging you to release and to go deeper. So the toning is not like singing. It's not meant to sound pretty. And most of the time when it's really doing its job, it's going to sound kind of yucky and feel like you're really going to feel it in your physical body, okay? So if this really feels like it's just not right for me, then go ahead and don't go any farther with it. If it really feels like it's not doing anything, check in. Am I just uncomfortable because something's shifting and I don't feel safe? Or is this just not working for me? And if it's not working, then go ahead and do another self-guided journey with Enter the Cave. But because you're working with me for this workshop, toning is an integral part of the energetic work that I do, and so it asked to come in with Grandmother Bear. All right, so let's come into a comfortable position now. Because this work is more shamanic in nature this week, going into a deeper level, go ahead and light some sage or your preferred incense of choice and allow that to kind of fill your space. And you might also like to have some stones present for this workshop, for this meditation. I'm going to be using some white howlite today, some mahogany obsidian, and I also have some clear quartz present as well. So whatever calls to you as a way to connect with Grandmother Bear in the most powerful way possible. And if it's possible as well, you might also like to have a candle lit so that you can really just set the sacred space. And before really getting into this meditation, allow yourself to craft that sacred space, whether that's through walking the wheel, calling in the directions, setting up your circle, or even just setting an intention for yourself that the space is cleared and is set up for a powerful working of the soul. So what we're going to do is just get into a comfortable position now. That does not have to look like that image we have of people meditating. So really allow yourself to get into a very comfortable position, because we will be sitting together for a little bit of time here, and we will be working together at a deep level. So you want your body, your physical body, to be comfortable. If you feel called to have jasper as well, that can be a great addition, and hematite also, because I'm bringing those in right now. I'm hearing that they should be here. Okay, so we need to take a drink of water before we start. Go ahead and do that. And just allow your breathing to release, to assist you to physically release every part of the day that's been heavy or difficult or stressful for you, or has given you an experience of being disconnected or feeling alone. So really allow yourself to let go of all of that. This is your sacred space, and you are held here by the divine and by your tribe. And so just allow your breathing now to become something that you can release the conscious connection of. Okay, now I'm breathing. Just let it feel good in the body. And allow yourself now to close your eyes if you haven't done that already. And before we begin, we're just going to do one nice inhale through the nose. Nice big exhale through the mouth. Just solidifying our time in sacred space and our disconnection from all that's not serving us at this moment. So keeping your eyes closed now, just allow yourself to go wherever you're going to go while I begin the session with some toning work. So allow that vibration to just clear out any energy that's stuck in the lower chakras. So any energy that's stuck from the waist down that feels kind of heavy and just stuck in the physical body. Allow the vibration of that toning to move through that space and clear away all that doesn't serve at this time. And now let's bring our awareness into heart chakra. Just allow that space to feel open, supported. Clear of fear. And as I begin this next portion of toning, allow any clearing to happen from your heart chakra all the way up through your crown and out through your star chakra. Allow clearing to happen there so that you're not feeling stuck and heavy in those chakras as well as we enter our sacred temple, sacred inner realm. So go ahead and do another inhale through the mouth here. Nice big exhale through an open mouth. Inhale through nose, nice big exhale through open mouth. Through that intentional movement of breath, we're releasing all that is stuck anywhere else in the body. Now go ahead and shake a little bit. Just shake and gently move your body. Go ahead and do a nice sigh for me. Good. All right. So let's come back to a comfortable position for ourselves to hold for our journey. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to relax. So that you feel safe in this sacred space. The body is safe and is a container for this journey. And we honor it. Bring your awareness now to your surroundings in the inner terrain. Perhaps you find yourself seated in a beautiful clearing in the center of the woods. Perhaps you find yourself seated at the beach in front of a roaring ocean, or on a beautiful back porch watching the rain fall Wherever it feels good for you to be for this meditation, allow yourself to bring your awareness to those surroundings. And now you see from the corner of your vision a black wing, the black wing of a raven as it flies towards you. And as she lands in front of you, she whispers something to you. Bring your awareness to that message. And now with a loud caw, she motions with her head for you to follow her through the path. And you see before you, at the edge of this sacred, beautiful space where you are, the space that you will return to at the end of our journey together, you see a path. Bring your awareness to what this path looks like. And allow yourself to follow Raven as she leads you down through the path. There are signs and messages for you to find on this path that is uniquely your own. And you bring your awareness to these signs and to these messages with honor and with grace. Thanking Raven as she leads us further down the path patiently. And you walk on this path for some time. Suddenly before you, Raven stops. You notice that dusk has come while you have been walking, and now the moon is shining high above you. It's nighttime, it's dark, but you're not afraid. And you watch as Raven flies to the top of a large pine tree until you cannot see her anymore. Looking before you, you see that the path has stopped, and so you stop. You hear her before you see her, rustling in the bushes around you. Moving towards the area where you stand still. And finally, at last, you make out her large form, the old, wise, huge brown bear. She rises up on her hind legs so you can see her majesty, her grace, her infinite being. She lets you see her in this way, in all of her glory, for a few moments. And then she drops down to all four legs. And she rushes at you, and you feel for a moment the awareness of the size of her, the power and the strength within that grace and large being. Just before she runs into you, she stops, and you feel her snout touch the tip of your nose as she gazes right into your eyes. She reaches up one giant paw, and you watch as her long, sharp claws land right the center of your heart. Loudly she exhales through her nose, and you feel the warmth and the moistness of that breath on your body, on your face, on your being. As she gazes deeply into your eyes, she asks you, "Who are you? Who are you, dear one? Why have you come here tonight? What is your answer for her, beloved? What is your answer for Black Bear, for Brown Bear Woman, for the grandmother of the West?" Let your spirit answer who you are. What is the spark within you? What do you know to be true about yourself in your bones? You cannot lie. In this space, truth must be heard. She gently pushes you with her paw still on your heart chakra onto the ground, and you lay on your back in the grass or on the pine needles, looking up at the starry night sky with her. She now lays beside you. She crosses one paw over the other and lays her head down near yours. And she tells you that she sees something else within you. And you listen now to her message. What is Brown Bear Woman's message for you? What does Grandmother Bear have to tell you about you now in this space? She offers to assist you now in calling back these pieces and parts of yourself into your being so that you can get to know the magnificence of yourself, just as she knows the magnificence of you and as she understands the magnificence of herself as well. She will only offer this healing if you willingly and openly accept it. If you accept her offer of healing now, allow yourself to communicate that to her in this sacred feminine space of healing underneath the night sky with the cool ground beneath you. And you watch as in perfect love and perfect trust, she offers you this healing. You work with her in this work. What does it look like? What does it feel like as Grandmother Bear calls back these forgotten pieces of your soul, of your spirit, of your being that you have lost or forgotten somehow along the way on this path, on this earth path in this human body? What does it feel like as she helps you to call these parts back? What do these selves look like? Allow these parts to return to you and offer them as they return your love, your forgiveness if required, and also the agreement that you will get to know these parts. You will honor them on your journey, and you will not allow them to have to hide again. Brown Bear assists you in this return to the being. You might feel her move around you, pounding the earth, snuffling over you with her snout, or roaring as she works. And you feel in this experience held and loved by the divine as Grandmother Bear works with you. She asks you now, her sweet child, if there is anything else that needs to be called back to you in this space. If there is, ask for her assistance in calling it back in. Do this without anxiety, but with an open heart, an open being. And it is so. After some time, Grandmother Bear motions for you to sit up. The healing is complete for this session, for this night, for this working together. And again, she crouches down to look you in the eyes. And she asks you now who you are. Who are you, dear one? Who are you? Who is the beauty within, the strength within, the power within, the passion within? What lies within you? And now you meet her fully in the eyes. Your gaze meets her fully. And you answer to her with surety who you are, of where you are, of what you know within. She moves her head in agreement. And she blows out one last breath through her snout for you. You feel that breath move the hair on your head. And you know that it is a breath of love that has been shared. A breath of empowerment on your path. And you feel that empowerment move through your being. You feel the quiet surety and strength of these fractured pieces that have been called back within in this session, as they reunite with your spirit, as they reunite with your soul. And there is a power and a strength of purpose as you prepare yourself to leave this space. And Grandmother Bear sits down on her haunches and watches you as you go. You turn and find the path leading back. With one last bow of your head to her, with one last expression of love for her, you head back on the path. What does this path look like as you journey back home? What messages now are in the path for you? What signs now are in the path for you? Allow your awareness to come to them. Hey-oh, 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 hey-oh. And finally, you begin to see before you the sacred space where you sat before Raven found you and called you down this path. Perhaps your rocking chair is still sitting there, or the stone where you were sitting. And you allow yourself to settle back in that space. What awarenesses come to you now? What knowledge have you taken from this space that you've spent with Grandmother Bear? What do you now know about yourself? What have you discovered about yourself on this journey? What symbols or spirit animals or crystal beings or stones come to you now as a reminder of this journey, as something to hold safe and close to you for the dark times? To know that you are always supported and never alone, even during those dark times. Allow your heart to fill with the gratitude of the experience, with gratitude to yourself, to your spirit tribe, to the divine, for this powerful working and the healing that's taken place here for you, the expansion that's taken place here for you. And knowing that this space is a place for you to return to at any point in time, that you will be guided here so easily, so gently, whenever you require it. Allow your awareness now to slowly move back into the body, into your being. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Go ahead and move your arms up, reaching them up to the ceiling or to the sky, wherever you are in your physical body right now. And then just go ahead and swoop them down over your chakras, cross them, and release them back up to the sky. Go ahead and take a nice stretch forward, in whichever way feels comfortable for you. And now go ahead and let's take a nice inhale through the nose. Again, an exhale through the mouth out loud. Let that breath be forceful. We're releasing now in this moment together the beliefs that have held us from experiencing our own magnificence, our own grace, our own divinity, as we have experienced with Grandmother Bear. And in this space, as you gently move your body, I'm just going to finish our session together with one last round of toning. And this will just assist you in releasing anything else that needs to be released, and in feeling grounded in your body so that you can now go about the rest of your day or your evening fully present in your body, so that you're not, wandering around in any way that doesn't serve you. So just bring your awareness in as I finish with some toning. And just allow all that's left over to release. Let yourself feel safe. And I would like to finish our session together today, honoring you for giving yourself the gift of this self-care and for taking this journey with Grandmother Bear and with myself. And I would like to finish our session together with a quote from Bram Stoker. I will not let you go into the unknown alone. Allow the wisdom of this to fill your being, this understanding that you are always guided, protected, and cared for. And you may call upon Grandmother Bear or any other being that walks with you whenever you feel lost in the dark. I am, as always, sending you much love and many blessings. Thank you for joining me for this practice.